Welcome to the first video in our AI series. In this video, we are going to learn Azure AI Foundry with a real world scenario. Let's start with the example. Oftentimes, we encounter situations where users with little or no knowledge of SQL struggles to interact with databases. This knowledge gap can be a challenge, but AI can bridge this gap for us. Imagine converting natural language into SQL command, running it on the database, and dynamically generating the charts, all without needing to know the SQL. Let's jump into a quick demo to visualize this in action. I am giving input in natural language, daily writes count in 2024. I click on the search. LLM is going to generate the SQL command for me, query the database, and also generate the charts. Similarly, if I add daily write counts and revenue, it should update my SQL command. SQL command is updated. The table is also updated and we got two charts this time. There will be two parts of this video. In part 1, I will walk you through setting up Azure AI Foundry, build a small app, and modify the same app to generate SQL queries using LLM. In part 2, I am going to add custom data to the Azure search, query and visualize the result using Python libraries. Let's start with the first part. Before the setup, let's look at what AI can do for us. AI can have human like conversations with us. It can also recognize data and patterns. It can do the processings of speech, audio, and video, and it can also do the vision analysis. And there are a lot more things that AI can do for us. But here's the thing, not one model works for all the scenario. Some models are good at conversation AI, some are good at vision analysis, some are good at speech and audio processing. And that's where Azure AI Foundry really shines. It lets you choose the best model for the job, even use multiple models for the same job. Azure AI Foundry is an unified AI platform which provides you one place to build and deploy end to end AI solutions. You can explore various models, you can compare them, you can evaluate them, you can train them, also integrate your AI apps with other Azure services. You can test your AI solution end to end, deploy them, and monitor as well. So, a lot of things you can do with Azure AI Foundry. To better understand Azure AI Foundry, let's break down its structure. At the top level, we have AI Hub. This governs security, connectivity, and computing resources. Think of it like a master control center. Under the hub, we can create AI projects. This is where the models live, tools are deployed, indexes are created. This separation ensures projects are isolated and managed well. AI service, it's a suite of services which includes vision, speech, language and translation, document intelligence, and Azure OpenAI services. And then you have lot of models which are available from Meta, from Hugging Face, from Mistral. There are many. There are a lot of options that are available. You can choose from. Without further ado, let's create an AI project. Go to the Azure portal, search for Azure AI Foundry. Click on create. You will get two options, project and hub. Click on the hub because you want to create the hub. Either you can create a new resource group or you can use an existing one. For my demo, I'm going to use the existing one. You can give a name to your hub. I'm giving AI hub as the name. Click on next, and review and create. After few minutes, your hub will be created. This sometimes take 5 to 10 minutes. Now, uh, go to the deployment is still in progress. Once this is completed, you will get this button, go to the resource. Here you will see launch Azure AI Foundry button. Click on this. Just rename the project of your choice. Since we are building SQL Analytics, yeah, we'll name it SQL Analytics. Create the project. Within a minute, your project should be created. You land on this overview page where some keys and capabilities and documentation links are provided. By default, three endpoints are created, which is one is for inference. This is for your deployed AI models. Second is for Azure AI services. This is for content safety, document intelligence, audio, video, vision, and other things. And third one is Azure Open AI service. So this endpoint you can use for calling the Azure Open AI models. On the left hand side, we have model catalog where you can compare and benchmark multiple models from Meta, OpenAI, Mistral, etc. So you can compare them, you can check their performance, all of that. Uh, the next option is Playground, where you can play with your AI model. We'll come to this section once we create our model. Again, Azure AI services, I have already explained. This is speech, vision, language, and content safety related endpoints. Next section, this is in preview mode, so I'll skip this. Fine tune is where you train the model. You can fine tune your model with your own data in this section. Next is prompt flow. Prompt flow is where you can orchestrate different things together. You can build a workflow where you take input from the user, you run it on one model, you get the output, you run it on another model, and then you run some custom Python code, and then you show as output. So if you want to build this kind of flow, you can leverage prompt flow option. Now I'm going to jump onto model plus endpoints. So here you can either deploy a base model or fine tune model. Since we don't have any fine tune model, we are going to use base model. And I'm going to select 4O mini for our scenario because that would suffice. We don't need any complex model uh, for our scenario. Click on confirm. Here we can customize the model before deployment. You can choose the token rate. Don't worry, you can modify it later as well. You can go up to millions also. I think 2 million is the limit. The next option is content filter. You can select various option. I'll keep just the default one. Click on deploy. Now I can open the model in Playground where I can test this model. So it's deployed. Let me click on open in Playground. Cool. So we have default instructions here. Let me just test it with a normal query. Days in say 2025. So it gave me a response. Now I want to modify this so that it can give me response based on my needs. So I will just write uh, design to add two numbers. Do not respond to anything else. I'll apply changes. Now, if I give the same query again, it shouldn't respond me with the, yeah. So the response has changed now. And now if I give 2 and 2, it should give me the correct result. Awesome. For our scenario, I'm going to modify the instructions. I'll copy paste the instruction. Yes. So I've changed the instruction. I'm saying you are an assistant that transform natural language into a valid SQL queries. Then I'm giving the table name and also the uh, all the columns. And based on that, I'm saying please provide a valid SQL query. Output only the query with no explanation. So it should give me only the SQL query. Now let me test it. Total writes in 2024. Cool. It gave me some query. Cool. It generated again. So this is working. So what we built so far, we gave user input in natural language. We made a call to LLM. So Playground is doing this for us in the background. We are getting the response in the SQL format. Every time we are making call to LLM, we are passing the context. So what if, but this is not a scalable thing. What if you have multiple tables? In that case, you have to pass the context of all the tables in the prompt, and that would consume more tokens. And more tokens means more cost. So can we reduce that? So that's what we are going to explore in the next video. So we are going to leverage Azure search, and we'll see how without passing the context of the table uh, we can make a call to LLM and it would still give us the same kind of response. Cool. Thank you.